Welcome all you +2 comedy modifiers back to Itching for Something New. This is yet another game that I happen to own from itch.io. This is Lucid 2, Awakening. So, it's a sequel. I've never played the first one. I don't think I own the first one. But we're going to give it a shot. Lucid 2 Awakening. I'm going to guess RPG. As always, I'm going in completely blind with this. I'm putting 20 minutes on the clock. We'll see. Would you like to watch the Lucid Awakening primer? You'll also receive bonus items for doing so. Sure. Oh, hi there. My name's Tara, and this is my good friend Cyril. Yup, we're here to tell you what happened in the first Lucid Awakening game. Can you tell us your name to make this a little more personal? I'm just going to go with my first name so that we can... I'm not going to write TV. Alright, are you sure you're okay with being called Noah for the next couple minutes? Too bad, that's your name now. We even put together a nice little slideshow for you, Noah. Doot. Sarah, I forgot how it works. This is not that hard. You just push the button. Oh, okay, I knew that. Sorry, Noah. I was just had a tiny technical issue. So this girl, Elsa, is standing on a mountain asking why someone left her alone. And this guy, Damien, appears there. He's kind of like a ghost, all see-through and stiff. He's just kind of observing the people there, can't even see him. Then we found out that he was just a dream, and now we see Damon in the real world. He's trying to find out why he's having these dreams of Elsa again, like he did when he was a kid. So he goes with his best friend Aiden to this cave they used to explore as kids to see if it'll jog his memory. And then, boom! There's an earthquake. The floor collapses and they wake up in this weird part of the cave with a door on the wall. Sorry if that scared you, Noah. I get carried away with my special effects sometimes. Never apologize for something awesome. That was awesome. Anyway, Damon's little brother Zeke had followed them into the cave. When they get up to this, they see him standing in front of the door. The door opens and sucks them in. This is where they end up. And this weird guy in a cloak tells them they have to awaken. Then they just disappear. Damien ends up in this pretty little garden full of flowers, butterflies, a fountain, grass, dirt, fresh air. Tara, stay on track. The princess at his castle finds him. She gets her guards to take him to the infirmary. When Damien wakes up, he's really confused. He goes to see the king and princess. The king tells him that he's probably a dreamer from the other world. He tells Damien should go get help from the Dreamer organization in the nearby town. They can help him find Aiden and Zeke. Damon meets a very attractive female named Ariana Grande in the Dreamer base. They ask if they could escort Damien to see the dream expert named Zoran. I always get confused when Zoran tries to explain how dreams work. It's not that hard to understand. He explains that there are two worlds, Damien's world and this new one. Both are real, but when a person dreams, their soul goes to the other world. Well, I'm sorry, I can't be a genius like you and Noah. 5 stars. I do understand the part where Damien says he won't go home until he finds Aiden and Zeke. He's such a good guy. Then the princess shows up and tells them that her father's in a coma. Yeah, and it's creepy because apparently he was mumbling Damien's name. So Damien, Ariana Grande, and Zoran's assistant Zeth go to the castle with the princess. The princess is so worried about her dad. It's so touching. Damien has no idea how to help, but he realizes he has to do something. He closes his eyes and relaxes, and then just goes to sleep. Shazoom! He's in a weird, spacey place. I like the flashing thing, but Shazoom? I'll kick your ass. I'll kill you. And what would you have said that would have been so much better? Definitely not Shazoom. I know that I would love to play the game, guys. Sorry to interject. He goes and finds the exact copy of the throne room from the castle, except it's all funky and has weird colors. Yeah, and he tells Damien that he's stuck here in the place between two worlds. There's something bad that's keeping him there. They need to destroy it. So they find the monster, which is apparently the thing holding the king there. They defeat it, but the king doesn't survive. So sad. It's okay, though. At least Damien makes it out alive. He wakes up in the castle, and Ariana Grande tells him that the dad died. Which means if your soul dies in that world, you die in the other world too. Is that what it means? Yeah. That's terrifying. They go back to Zaron's place. He explains that this is so long. I should have not done this. He tells Damien that he should see his friend Salida. It's Zelda with an S. It's Zelda, right? Zelda. Because she studies stuff like this. Yeah, she also studies these things called gates that supposedly connect worlds, right? Yeah, see, you do understand some of it. Music. Damien really wants to go because the gates sound a lot like the thing that went to get to this world. Also, Ariana Grande and Zeth decide to tag along, so they go on a little journey. They end up here. Another part that Zelda, the one they were coming to see, apparently this guy killed her, but has the nerve to say he's a savior who will heal the broken world. What a jerk. Also, did you notice the same guy from earlier who told them to awaken after they went to the gate, through the gate? Wait, really? It is! Silly me, I never noticed that before. Well, you pretty much know this guy is up to no good at this point. They follow him through the caverns, especially come to some spooky tower. I wouldn't go there. Then it starts to get even weirder after that. The bad guy from earlier shows up. He's here floating in the air like it's completely normal. Like, oh, hey guys, me? Oh, I'm just floating at the top of the tower, no big deal. He says that Damien has forgotten everything, whatever that means. Damien has no idea who this guy is, and it's super weird, and he would say something like that to him. Then Damien blacks out, and Wishka! He wakes up in another weird place and gets knocked down when this creepy monster attacks him. Anyway, the creepy floating guy appears and sends the monster away. He tells him that Damien, he once knew, would never forget himself, that Damien has become weak, that Damien suddenly calls the guy King Sereth. Luckily for Damien, that girl Elsa appears out of nowhere. She says that she hears to stop Sereth and help Damien. She is so cool. Sereth says that at one point Damien and Elsa were the only ones that could defeat him. He says that they can't do it now, though, because he has a new body and a new soul. He just gets creepier by the minute. Damien, being the awesome fighter that he is, manages to get up, which shocks Sereth, and then he gets even cooler when he runs up and attacks Sereth to defend Elsa. And Sereth says Damien has wounded him bad enough that he's lost his power to leave. And so much for being Mr. Indestructible. But then it gets scary. He says he's opening the gates and realizes the Nocturne Lucids from the world to destroy it. And just so Noah understands, he is realizing that them into this new world only, not into one that Damien came from. He says that after the world is destroyed, he's going to make all the people from Damien's world into his minions. So scary. Elsa tells Damien not to listen to Sereth, and that he needs to go talk to the High Priestess Chiro Ilonia. Only she has enough power to send Damien back and get himself somewhere safe, hidden. Oh my god, she is so selfless. Damien walks to the top of the tower and they tell him that he passed out. That means that just his soul went to Intermedus, not his body. You're so smart. Damien tells them what happened, and Seth decided to stay at Shelda's place and do some research. You getting all this in the chat? Damien and Ariana Grande eventually meet the High Priestess. She's got beauty and brains. She knows a lot about what's going on and even about Damien. She says that two worlds actually used to be one world called the Complete. She then tells Damien that he was actually there when it split into two worlds. This new arrangement was called the Broken World. They split the world to prevent a disaster, right? Right. She was actually part of some group known as the Council, great name, and there are other members still alive in this world. She also says that these kind of gates were created as a kind of emergency security device to travel between worlds. She also tells Damien that they've received word about where Aiden is. Damien and Ariana Grande go to the temple. Aiden was seen traveling to. Of course, it's overrun with monsters. They make their way down to the basement and find a really freakish-looking guy there. I'm going to guess this is an RPG. His name is Silas, and he wants to merge the worlds back together. And it's complex because they sort of have the same goal, but not really. What does that even mean? Can you explain a little better? I just don't want Noah to get lost. I'm about to get lost. I'm about to get up and leave. He says Sereth is the enemy too, but he wants to defeat him by building an army of monsters to help him find the final gate. The world's merging is also something Damien doesn't want to happen. Damien tells Silas that he isn't going to let that happen, so Silas attacks them, but all of a sudden they're saved by the monster from earlier. He's actually kind of cute now. I know he's on the good side. Yeah, whatever. Silas tells them that if they wanted to rescue Aiden, they need to come. Oh my god, I would have been so much better off just not doing this. Kind of gross name. Oh, they named the monster Glow. It's cute. The name the guy is Jasper. He was also part of the council. He tells him he's going to his dangerous castle. He's got his protective gear. But, oh no, we can find out I'm dead. Oh. When they get back, Seth is there. Right. He says the world map says markings on it. Apparently the markings show where the gates are in the world. There's a big one in the center. It's probably the final gate. Jasper. Oh! Oh! We gotta play the game! Kablam! Oh! Come on! Watching this on YouTube, you can pause it if you really want to read all this. No, I don't think it's funny. You said I thought something was funny, and I don't. Some of these were just pictures with them not even talking. Okay, guys. Hey, Noah, wake up! I wonder, like, there's moments where it almost looks like it's saying, Noah, you're paying attention, right? You're still here, and I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with this. How long is this? So, I always say this, I go into this blind, so I don't know what to expect when I play these games. Because the idea is I wanted to showcase some games that I own, give them a chance, play them for 20 minutes. This is insanity. I took my headphone out for a second. There's no other buttons. I'm glad you stayed for the whole presentation, Noah. We worked really hard on it. Yeah. Oh, here's the items we promised you. First aid. Med pack. Revive potion. Goodbye, Noah. See you soon. I have begun to speculate that the 3 known epochs, I don't know what they're talking about anymore, perhaps our universe is bound to the endless cycle of both order and chaos, an infinite. At this time, however, I have no former evidence is a known fact through the human soul transit of the epochs. If my infinite epoch theory is correct, how incredible to think that we are reborn every time the world does the same. We have a new... Let's just hope that the battles fought in the past epochs were not in vain, and that our third epoch... Excerpt from the Epochs by Seth. He's from The Thing. Can you see them, Silas? They're upstairs. One of them is the catalyst. Let's go! Use Z to enter, to advance messages and confirm selections. Use X to escape or cancel. Use the arrow keys to move. Hold shift to run. Ah! There's no one in this room. We need to go upstairs. There's no one in this room. We need to go upstairs. There's no one in this room. We need to go upstairs. Why not? Why put doors here? There's no one in this room. We need to go upstairs. There's no one in this room. We need to go upstairs. You could have just blocked them with fire. There's no one in this room. Okay, it's a turn-based RPG. We've learned. All the characters and enemies have a timer gauge that fills up the rate to determine the utility stat. Once the gauge is filled, the character or enemy will be able to do a chosen action. You can change the battle settings from battle continue. Use the up and down. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. Yep. Got it. While attacks and most items are used instantly, skills have time. Okay. Once a skill has been initiated, that character's gauge will turn red. This means that the character is preparing the skill. Once the red gauge fills up, the character will be able to use the skill. More powerful skills take more time to prepare. Okay, so I think this is active. This is more like OG Final Fantasy VII. Easy. Party was victorious. First aid found. Gained nothing from that experience. No! Ow! Alright, let's attack. Victorious. Nothing was gained. Oh! Are you friendly? Hold it off while I close the catalyst. Right. Well, there I am. Dead on the ground after 20 minutes. What a way to end this. Okay, we need to go rank this. The escape button is not allowing me to escape. 12 years later! I'd like... No. Okay. Let's go rank this. Okay. Here's the thing. The rules of this game are very simple. And by this I mean my streams. The rule is very simple. You get 20 minutes. I go in blind. I give you 20 minutes to show me your best stuff. By those rules, I have to do this. I just have to. Like, there's a game that I really enjoy called Ring Fit Adventure. And it has a little, like, video in it that has, like, lore and stuff like that. And as the video's about to start, it says, a lore video's about to start, it's about 5 minutes. Do you want to skip it? Because I know you're in the middle of play. It would be really important to let a player know how long that recap is. Because, like, look where we ended up. I think this may be a game. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in oof. Because oof. I feel bad putting games in oof because I know that a lot of stuff from itch.io is not... It is all, like, independent game creators. And I hate saying bad things about, independent games. But, like, that was a wall. That was a wall I couldn't get past. There was no way for me to skip it. That was rough. I'm going to look through my game collection and see if I happen to own Lucid Awakenings, like the original. And I might give that one a try. If not, I'll come back and I'll play this again and we'll skip that part. And we'll actually play the game. Or, if the comments say just never play it, I'll never play it. So, I think I'm going to give this a second chance if it's demanded, but for now, it's got to hang out here in oof. And in case you're wondering, I got Thrust Me and I forget what this game is called that's down here. Neither of those games decided to run when I tried. So they might just sit there forever unplayed. But that's going to do it for this edition of Itching for Something New. If you're having a good time, be sure to subscribe to Plus 2 Comedy Gaming and catch up on all my past live streams. And if you're here live, this is the end of the stream. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.